from Team Powerhouse Global Banker, the PowerCast live with Eric Vasquez and a very special guest tonight, the one and only
Rob
of
Katz.
one of two, Mr. Goodies, Mr. himself, Rob Katz, also known as Robbie to me.
To his
one
friends
of the most
of over 30 years.
of over 30 years, our friendship. So we know, I was just talking about that with Eric before, that we know each other for over 30 years. You mentioned about 30, 35 years in this relationship
I
together.
didn't know anybody could tolerate you that long.
Yeah. Seriously, like I'm not that easy, right? Like, come on now. But honestly, over 35 years knowing each other, which is a long time, and we are very excited to have you in the show. We are missing Dave back at the store today. Dave is his partner in crime, his brother, and maybe next time we'll have Dave on the show too. So thank you so much for being here today.
Oh,
buddy.
it's my pleasure.
It's just fantastic. So the people out there who are watching and know you on the road may not know you on the intimate level as much as we do or I do, and we want to get everybody to know you at a little more intimate level on a business line and a personal line. And so let's talk about where are you born and raised? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from New Haven, Connecticut, and I was raised in Hamden. I spent 45 years there.
Wow,
Him?
very nice. And where'd you go to college?
I went to two universities. I started at University of Hartford.
U-Ha.
Then after I went there for 2 years, my father and my uncle begged me to come into the family business, and I transferred to Quinnipiac, and I went to school at night and on weekends and summers to finish my degree.
No kidding. That's first of all, go to Quinnipiac from U-Ha. It's just like it went more expensive than less expensive. First of all, because
Oh, really? You has more?
No, Quinnipiac's definitely more expensive.
Okay.
I think than U-Ha. That's why they went from like you might be at let's say 45, you went to 60. I'm just nowadays in dollars and cents. I don't know what it was back 20 years ago when you went to school.
Well, it was a long time ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 35.
Maybe 35 years ago. Well, you look great, Robbie. I'll tell you honestly.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about you. You just mentioned your dad and your uncle begged you to come into the business. Now, were you as a kid going to the store and helping out? Was that something you did? How did it work out?
Ever since I was 7 years old, I was at the store every single Saturday, being with my father, stocking shelves and spending the day with him. I just loved everything about hardware.
It's funny you mention that. I grew up in a family business as well, the Taft and Taft Cosmetics. And with my father, it was like the same way with me. I would come on Saturdays to my father's store, and I look forward to hanging out with him. It's my dad and me time. And you're gonna say it's
No,
okay.
I'm not going to say that.
It was a
Wouldn't be
father.
appropriate.
It was a father-son time, and it was you can say it, it's all good. We're
No.
joking. So father and son time on Saturdays, right? Like you get to hang out, and then you got to dinner together or hang out afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a 10-hour day. I mean, whether you go out to dinner or not, you go back to the same house.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
a long day.
It's a long day, but you learned a lot.
Oh, I loved everything about hardware. I'm still fascinated. There's such a need for it. It's never gone away. Like, I sometimes think about my great-grandfather who started the business.
What was his name?
His name was Eli Katz.
Great name, Eli. Very cool. All right, so Eli starts the business 80.
9 years ago in 1933.
This
Wow.
business is a four-generation business, 89 years ago. How many people out there know of a business that is 89 years old, family business? By the way, I want to first of all thank you all for watching. Just a reminder where to watch us and where to catch us every week. You can watch us on YouTube. Go to Team Powerhouse Real Estate. Click on subscribe. You can catch our shows live or also on the replay at night, whenever's convenient for you. Jonathan will also set up a new, beautiful version of tonight's show and make it pretty and clean. In addition to that, you can catch us on the most infamous Spotify when you're on the road. Go to Spotify, look for the PowerCast, download, play, listen, and watch on your own time.
Are we still on Spotify?
Actually, we're on Spotify all the time.
Okay, I didn't know if Neil Young said if we're on or he's not going to do it.
We're also on Twitch. If you haven't been on Twitch, if you're a gamer out there, go to Twitch, look up Team Powerhouse Real Estate, look up the PowerCast. You can find us on Twitch. You can catch us on Facebook on Dave Lamel or maybe Eric Vasquez page or the Team Powerhouse page. And you can also find us on Instagram at Team Powerhouse Real Estate. So we appreciate you guys following us, subscribing, and being a part of us. And also, don't forget, TikTok, where you'll find lots of great real estate videos and things coming to market a little sneak peeks and everything else for you.
So back to what you were saying, so you went, what was your major in school?
Business management.
Business management. Was that with the mindset of taking over the business at some point?
Yes,
Okay.
I always knew I would go into the family business. I wanted to be with my father all the time, and I love the dynamics of hardware. I'm always fascinated. There's such a need for it, and it's never gone away. Sometimes I think about my great-grandfather who started the business, and I can't believe he was so smart to sell a product that never gets extinct. It
Right.
just keeps evolving.
Yeah, what's foresight? He had the foresight to know that this was going to be something that was, I mean, people are always building houses or fixing houses or improving their houses or whatever, so, yeah.
That's actually mind blowing. Mind blowing if you think about it, because to know that 90 years ago,
Yeah.
to think about what to do for your future. And Eli probably wasn't saying, hey, I'm going to build a business that's going to be a generational business. He thought, I'm going to go into business and make money for my family. And how was the place? Was it exactly the same location you guys started? Where did it start?
We're on our third location. We've always been on Main Street in East Haven, but we've moved a few times since then. In the last 40 years, we've been in the same location and put about 5 additions on our current building.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
How big is your building?
It's about 17,000 square feet.
Not too shabby, not too small.
It's almost as big as your house.
Almost as big as his house, actually.
No, let's not go there.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, I just told you. Okay, Robbie Katz, let's go back to, all right, sidetracked me. All right, your house is fantastic. We won't go into your house situation, the 17,000 square foot building you work in. All right, so 17,000 square feet. How many different kind of products do you guys carry there? I mean, is that a fair
Our
question?
place is so stocked. We have products up to the ceiling. We have plumbing. We have electrical. We have lawn and garden. We have paint.
Let's not do that because I want to get into that part of the show a little later
Okay.
on. I'll ask you a few more questions about. So your grandfather started this business 89 years ago, right?
Correct.
Was it primarily for tools?
That's a great question. 89 years ago, it was started as a five and dime, which means like a general store. So if you're ever like up north and you see stores that are called general stores, they sell houseware, some tools, some lawn and garden supplies. It's a very just a variety of stuff that
Right.
people need.
Odds and ends, things for the house that people may need. Pickup items, right? More or
Correct.
less?
Yeah.
So you get out of college. You're in college. Your dad and your grandfather are saying, "Hey, Robbie, we need you in here. We want you so bad." Now, your brother David, how many years apart are you guys?
We're about 2.5 years apart.
So David is watching this happen while you're going into the business. What's David doing? David's in college.
Dave's at University of Hartford at the time.
He's partying probably like a rock star, if I know David, because that was, his history, if you will. That's a good thing. And then he decides he wants to come into business. Did you say, David, you're in the business? How did it happen?
Well, at the moment, we were growing, and David wanted to get experience before he got into the business. So he went into the shoe business.
That's very interesting.
Nobody knows this.
Wow, that's really cool information. So Dave goes into the shoe business, takes a little leap outside the box,
And
literally.
he learns marketing, and he learned how to merchandise. So we bring him into the store, and he starts
That's
cleaning up things.
wow. So he walks in the store and it's like, all right, listen, guys, we need to change things around over here. Now, I know when I was in my family business, my dad, who I am very close with and love very much, didn't like me going and making changes necessarily because he had his opinions on how things should be ran. He'd been doing it for so long. How did that come across for you and your dad and your grandfather when here comes young David, right out of college going, hey, guys, we got to change this up. I was in the shoe business, and I'm going to kind of show you how to make things better. How'd it go?
It was really great because David was a smart kid. He wants to make things look neat and tidy, and we're always too busy to touch on the fine details.
He's very good at organization.
Correct.
That's David. Big props to you out there talking about you. I hope you're watching this show live. By the way, David is at Goodies right now. He probably has his iPad or laptop or some kind of hopefully being watching this live on YouTube, so everyone in the show and the store can watch this. And by the way, make sure you replay this at your place so people can see it as well.
Of course.
So David comes in the store. He starts organizing things. What's your job at the time?
At the time, my job was to start growing a commercial business.
How do you do that? Like, what did you guys do? Without giving too many secrets, of course.
Without giving too many secrets, I knew to grow this business, we would have to sell commercial sales. And I joined Fort Chamber of Commerce, and I met lots of people, and I went on the road banging doors saying, we at Goodies, we have a ton of merchandise. I have trucks. I have the ability to get it to you quickly. If you need supplies, you call me 24/7. Now, mind you, my wife doesn't like that. I could be out to dinner, out anywhere, and my phone is ringing. She's not happy. But needless to say, I'm serving the people, and I feel so good to help them out because they rely on me.
To be fair, your wife Jody, who is an amazing woman, amazing wife, who deals with things like this, we as guys in real estate, our spouses all understand what it means to be in sales, because your phone is your livelihood, it's your business, and when that phone rings and it's important to take that call, you have to be the person that on that call, because otherwise people don't feel like they can depend on you anymore. And it's tough, I get it, but you know what? She probably has more appreciation and respect for it than she does frustration in the big picture. And I know Jody, she's a hard worker herself, so she definitely gets it. But it's tough.
So does she work at the store too, or?
Oh, no, my wife has been at Yale New Haven Hospital for 31 years. She's a nurse.
Nurse, nice. Nice, love it.
I'm not sure what you want me to do, Jonathan, I'm sorry.
Keep holding on to the mic.
Hold on to
It's
like
a little-
this?
It's a little static.
Is that better?
No.
No.
Is it
okay.
Dave's microphone?
Yeah.
It's always Dave's microphone.
All right, so is it maybe I'm sorry, guys, I apologize. We're having always some exciting technical difficulties. Is it still staticky over here?
Dave, push it into the thing.
Push it into the thing.
No, 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 no.
Push
Back,
it.
back.
Is that better?
No,
All
no, no,
right.
no, 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 no. Into the pocket. There you go.
Is that better, Jonathan?
No.
No.
Check.
If you guys are hearing static, I apologize.
I'm sorry?
We're in the middle of a
There we go.
conversation here.
We're good.
It wasn't mine, it was Rob's. All right. So anyway, going back to Rob and the family business and talking about this thing. Is everything okay over here now? It's okay? All right, good. So going back into what we were talking about. So Jody, she's an understanding, supportive wife. It's very tough because your phone is always on you. But your people you work with and work for, they love you. You are one of the most loved people that I know. You and your brother. You are loved by so many friends. There's not a person I've ever met that doesn't go, that's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's always got a smile on his face, and he's one of the hardest working, most passionate people you ever could meet in his business. And by the way, if you haven't met Rob or David, make every effort to do so. We'll talk more about that as well. Going back to Goodies and the hardware business. All right, so David graduates college. He goes into shoe business, comes back, goes into Goodies. He's from real estate.
Real estate.
He goes into Goodies, and he's starting to set things up and change the whole way that things look around. Now, the building you're in, it's got 17,000 square feet. Is that where he started with you? Is that 40 years in that place? So you guys have been there together the whole time?
We've been there pretty much. I've graduated college 35 years ago, so yes, I've been in that building every day, about 74 hours a week, and that's really no exaggeration.
I believe you, man. I know how hard you work. Let's talk. I know Eric's has some questions over there. I'm getting through some questions for you.
Well, I just want to capitalize because Rob had said that he focused on the commercial side of things. So I would imagine that as a result of that, you had some contractors that have begun to use you as their supplier and.
That is correct, but when I say I've grown the business, I created this commercial division, and I sell to hospitals, nursing homes, apartments, private schools, universities, small factories. The unique thing about what we sell is everybody needs to maintain their building. Everybody needs supplies. I don't need to convince people to buy hardware. They need
Right.
this to maintain the property.
Right, just a matter
So
of who they're going
I-
to use. Right.
I give them the best service. I'm always available. If they need stuff, I get it to them immediately, and that's what I try to do.
You guys actually have how many vehicles on the road delivering product?
We have 5 delivery trucks.
So 5 delivery trucks. Again, this is a family business. 5 delivery trucks. This is not a company with like hundreds of buildings, and this is one building, 5 delivery trucks. How many guys work at your place?
About 19 people we have currently.
19 employees. That's impressive. And how many of the 19 are family?
We have 4 family members, including myself.
So that's 15 people who work for you that are probably as close to family as it gets because they probably are as passionate about where they work and they love to be where they are?
That's a great question. We have one gentleman who's been with us 51 years.
That's
And-
unbelievable. You must pay really well.
Well, we treat him really well.
I definitely believe that. You know, one of the biggest things when it comes to businesses is having the ability to hold on to your employees, longevity. And what that shows very simply is it's a great place to work, an environment that they love and care about, and they believe in. They believe in you. They believe in David. They believe in your dad, Mr. Daniel Katz, who's a legend of all legends in the business and one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Always has a smile on his face and probably has a little joke or something, one-liners. He's well known for his jokes. Every time I see him, he's got a little joke to say. Is that fair and reasonable?
Oh, yeah. You know my family very well, Dave.
I got to know Rob and his family a long time ago, and good people, just good people. I can keep going on about your family. I want to get back in your business, though, because your business is where it's at, and the people out there. So if you're a contractor and you're looking for a place that is going to be service-oriented, have products you need at probably the best prices because you are able to get goods that people want, and it's the support that you're always there from as well. You know, let's talk about the different kind of things you guys carry in your store. I mean, you have different seasonal items. So what's your, now it's wintertime, right? What is your number one?
David, I got to tell you, you're doing a heck of a job as interviewing me. In our business, we're a seasonal business, which is really great. In the fall, we sell cleanup supplies, paint. People get their house ready for the holidays.
Wait, jump, that's too much too fast. All right, so fall, we have cleanup supplies. So what do cleanup supplies include?
People buy paint, they get their house ready for the holidays, they buy rakes, leaf bags, blowers, insulation. That's the fall project.
There's more than just that, though. I mean, everything to do with getting your house ready just for painting. So painting is with the brushes, and you have, by the way, let's go paint. So Benjamin Moore is your paint you guys carry.
Correct. We love Benjamin Moore. We've been with them for 50 years.
How many different colors of Benjamin Moore are there? Or
They're about 3,500 different colors.
3,500 colors. Now, the guy or the person who makes the paint, who's in charge of the paint?
We have a woman named Pam. She's been with
Pam.
us about 19 years, and she is
19
excellent.
years. Holy moly. That just speaks volumes. Having someone that works for 19 years and she's the head of the paint. I bet she has a great eye, and people walk in and go, I want certain kind of colors, and she tells them exactly how to make it happen. How does it?
Oh, she's truly amazing. She has a knack for picking out colors. She's gone to people's houses and helped them pick out colors. She's created a very large following at our company right now. People have been coming back for years and years, always asking for Pam.
If anybody's out there has any questions while you're watching the show, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, okay? Because things like this about Pam and paint colors, you know what I would say to you is I'd love to bring Pam maybe onto the team because she might help us out, bring into houses and help people out with their kind of paint SKUs and that kind of stuff.
Paint advisor.
Paint advisor, absolutely. So if you're looking to get your house ready to paint, I would definitely go see Pam at Goodies.
I have a question.
Yeah. definitely.
Where did the name Goodies originate?
That's a great question.
That's a great question. My
Because
grandfather.
all this time I hear David Katz and Robbie and
Daniel
David and
Katz.
all these names and I don't hear
Eli,
anything
Eric
about Goodies. I'm
is
like, where does
excellent.
Goodies stem from?
My grandfather's name was Goodman Katz,
Okay.
and for short, they called him Goody.
Goody. Gotcha.
That is brilliant.
Awesome.
So Eli starts the business, and wait, so Eli starts a business.
So you named that your son?
And,
No, my grandfather started with his father-in-law.
Okay.
So Goodman was,
Goodman was my father's father.
which his name was
Goodman Katz.
Goodman Katz.
Goody.
And then, okay, so Goodman Katz starts with Eli?
He starts with Eli, his
Okay.
father-in-law, in 1933.
Okay. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm not sure if in your place, is there any kind of like story about how your business was started?
Now, unfortunately, we don't have a family tree.
No.
I think that you should have like a little write-up about how the business started. You know, I think a lot of the businesses that have that kind of history, it's very interesting to read about on the inside of your place. It's just for people to know about who you are.
Most definitely, but it's actually pretty cool now because right now we're at our 5th generation because my 2 daughters work in the summer at my store and my niece works after, David's daughter comes after school a couple days a week to help out at being cashier.
That's
So we
pretty
got fifth
awesome.
generation.
And also, I think there's some kind of a food truck outside. Is that right?
Oh, yes, my aunt has a food truck on the premise.
Oh, I love those food trucks.
And what kind of food does she have at the? Is it there 5 days a week? Is it 7 days a week? The
Oh,
food truck.
6 days a week.
6 days a week. So when you go to Goodies, outside there's a hot food truck out there. What kind of? I'm just curious. What kind of food do we have out there? Hot dogs? What's out there?
No, it's mostly sandwiches.
Sandwiches. How convenient. So when you're out there going to Goodies, getting some supplies, you can grab a sandwich.
Kill
later
two
on.
birds with one stone.
That sounds pretty cool. A lot of guys who are in the service industry, hard contractors. Would you say?
You're right. No, it's a great thing. They get a couple of things they need, get a sandwich, and off they go.
Let me ask you about these contractors. I know a couple of contractors personally that I work with. That's the only place that will go to buy their stuff. When I say the only one, like they could be out somewhere that is where they are, and they said, no, I'm not going there. I'm going to go back to Goodies to buy what I need. The contractors I know are extremely loyal to you. When I put this post out there were people who had moved away. They were commenting, "Oh my God, I missed that place." How many contractors would you say you work with in a year's time? Like, what's your?
Oh, we work with hundreds of contractors, but they like us, and we treat them like family. They text, myself and my brother give out our cell phone all the time. People text us orders, we have it ready, sitting at the counter. If they call us after hours, we leave it outside, they pick it up on their way home. We go the extra mile all the time.
So if you're a contractor out there, you want to build a relationship with a great company, right? Knowing that you can actually pre-order through a text message of what you want to have to pick up at the end of the day or in the morning, have it ready for them. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. You have a website?
Yes, we do.
What's Jonathan? If you don't mind, get on the screen. Let's get two things up there. Let's get Robbie Katz's cell number first of all for all the ladies who are looking for.
Oh, well,
no, I'm
thank
just
you,
kidding.
David.
Let's get Robbie's cell number up there for any contractor who may need supplies. So
Okay.
Rob Katz cell number.
It's 203-980-5413.
And your website.
Is goodieshardware.com.
Goodies. That's pretty easy. Now let's get David Katz.
Yeah.
His cell number on the
Let's
screen.
Let's blow up his cell phone, too.
And if you need supplies, really call my brother first.
David is in the store,
He's the hardest working guy I know.
hardest working guy. And how many days a week are you guys open?
We're open 7 days.
7 days a week. So when are off? When are you off?
I alternate with my brother every other Sunday, so we get 2 days off a month, basically.
Imagine getting 2 days off a month. Think about that for one moment.
I'm going to give you something else that's funny. I fight with my brother who takes off more time. I want to be the least. I want to be there all the time, and I beg him to take off a day, but he won't do it because I won't do it. So
They're in competition as to who will not take time off.
that is correct.
That's unbelievable. It blows my mind. Okay, David Katz, what is his cell number,
Okay.
please?
It's 203-887-5156.
But you guys do take a vacation time at least once a year.
We take about 3 weeks off for family time. That is correct.
That's
Separately?
important.
Oh, yeah.
Separately?
No. At the store, one of us has to be there 24/7.
Oh, okay.
What are the hours at Goodies?
Weekdays and Saturday, we're open 7 to 5:30, and Sundays 8 to 12.
Very cool. All right. So you guys carry lots of different kind of seasonal things. I know one of the big items you guys sell is grills in the summertime, spring, summer. And now you guys carry a lot of grills. What you do, and I'm not sure if it's, I hope it isn't because
No,
it's
you're not
pretty
special, Dave.
No, it's not that special.
You carry, how many different kind of grills do you guys carry?
We sell mainly Weber grills, and we are the largest Weber dealer in New Haven County. We sell nearly 400 Webers, but what makes us unique, we guarantee the best price. It comes assembled, delivered, disposal of the old grill. If you have a problem, you call us, we come and tweak it. We go the extra mile all the time.
So number one in New Haven County, probably in the state, of Weber grills. They have a vast variety of different kind of sizes and colors and shapes and all that kind of stuff.
We have every model they make.
Okay, and if somebody sees one online, they want to order, you can get it for them.
That is correct.
And then what you do is you call up Rob or you call up Dave and you say, I want to get a Weber grill. I want an 8-burner grill, or is it 8-burner, 6-burner, what's
Yeah.
the, right? And you come to the house and you actually put it together there.
Well, no, we
You put
build,
it at- you
generally, we build it at the store.
And then you bring it, you deliver it.
And I send 1 or 2 people to deliver it.
Because I will tell you, I remember when my wife, so for my wife, for her Mother's Day present, wanted a grill. Because she's the grill master, not me. I am a great eater, I am not a cooker, and she's a phenomenal grill master. So most guys like to grill. And when they come to you about grills, are there different kind of grills that people just love based on the kind of different, what makes a grill a great grill?
Well, like I said, we sell mainly Weber. Every Weber grill lasts over 10 years. The warranty is exceptional. If you have any problem, any parts that go bad, you call Weber within 48 business hours, they send you a new part. No questions asked.
No kidding. Now, if we need as the consumer, the ability to have it put together, you come out to the house and fix it?
Well, if you buy the grill from us, yes, absolutely.
That's fantastic. Did you know about the Weber grill thing with these guys over here? I mean,
Oh, I knew Weber was a quality grill. I didn't know about and it was funny how you thought, I must be special because they brought me a grill that was already assembled, not knowing they do it for everybody.
I really didn't know. I just know, you're like, listen, you need a grill, let me know, I can bring it to your house. And I'm like, okay, that sounds amazing. Like,
Yeah.
because who has a vehicle to put a grill in to bring it to, I don't have a pickup
An
truck.
assembled
And
grill.
who wants
Yeah.
to assemble a grill? There's
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
100
I've done it.
parts.
I've done it a couple of times, and it
It's not
screwed them
fun if
all
you haven't
up.
done
Yeah.
it before.
I can't assemble my shoelaces sometimes. Forget about a Weber grill. I mean, like, I'm the least handy guy you ever met, which is okay, because that's why they're good people who know how to put things together for. You know what I mean? Like, you got to rely on the people who are more knowledgeable than you are in the facets they are excellent in, and you are grill master.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, so grills. Eric, you're gonna.
No, I was gonna say, we were talking about the longevity of the store and the business and everything. Is there a particular client that you know that has been with you for like an extended period of time? Like a customer that you know that's been to the store for 30, 40,
Oh
50
my God,
years?
we have customers that have known my grandfather. They're
Wow.
Unfortunately, they're probably in their 80s and 90s
Right.
now, but
They still come in
yes,
for
they
inch
still
and a
come
half,
in the store.
inch and a half finished nails or anything? Or,
You know it. You're right. And I showed them pictures of the olden days, yes, and they
Yeah.
say, I remember that store in the 50s and 60s.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know, what would be great to do, Rob, is I think you should start to take some pictures of your clients that are those people who've known in your generations, because they're the people who helped build that business. And I think it would be great to think on the wall, generation 1, 2, 3 of these. That'd be just a great idea, I think, to have.
No, it's a good idea.
You know, and especially those people who've been with you for so long. People become associated with those people, they have a connection. I bet you have contractors that are there every day that not only that they know by name, but you know they're going to come in at 4 before they even come in. Do you ever have those contractors, people that come in and it's already ready for the table on the table before they get in there?
All the time, my friend.
That's awesome.
People enjoy coming into the store. We get people in and out quickly. We make it a great experience.
I know you guys also sell a lot of salt.
Ice melt is huge. Believe it or not, we sell about nearly 20,000 bags a year. We sell it to homeowners, we sell it to facilities, I sell it to universities, schools, apartment buildings. Every piece of property needs ice melt. And my brother has built up the business. He's on all the national networks. Channel 8 comes in, ABC comes, NBC comes in, Fox comes in. They interview him every time there's a hurricane, an
Really?
ice storm, a snowstorm, a heat wave, a cold wave, and he's on the news as our PR guy growing the business.
I see I was flipping through your website, I see these bags and bags of, what are those big bags? Are those like big pellets? What do you guys have?
No, those are 50-pound bags. Of
50
ice
bucks.
melt.
Oh, ice melt. That's what that was. No kidding. All right. So we have grills. We have ice melt. We
Ice
have.
melt in New England, huh? Really? A
Yeah,
lot
no,
of that?
believe it or not, we sell it. Yeah,
No.
it gets cold.
Yeah.
So our other big thing is we are celebrating this year for 2022, giving 22% off every single gallon of Benjamin Moore the whole year
Wow.
long. That is unheard of.
22% of Benjamin Moore paint. Okay, guys. Now,
1922.
I can tell you.
2022.
That first of all, Benjamin Moore is the best paint you can buy. And people sometimes don't buy Benjamin Moore because, it's a little more expensive. 22% off Benjamin Moore paint. Do If you buy 1 gallon, you buy 50 of them, does it matter?
Well, if you buy more, talk to me or David, but 22% off for celebrating 2022 is a great promotion.
22%, no matter how many you
No,
buy.
no matter what
one
you
or
buy.
five,
One,
Right.
yeah.
That's unbelievable. So paint. Now I know that Dave's cell number's on there. I know Rob's cell number's on there. I know the website on there,
Yeah, it's-
and I want
It's
to make
ringing
sure.
right now. They
I-
want some
actually,
Benjamin Moore
it's-
paint.
It's funny. His phone is vibrating over there under his jacket over there. Any questions out there by any chance? Please make sure to ask us anything you need to know about Robcast and the business. All right. So we've got grills. We've got ice mount. We've got paint. We've got. Let's mention another item you're very
We
strong
sell
in.
shovels, we sell fertilizer, we sell mulch.
Let's talk about mulch for a second because we're coming into springtime.
Oh, the mulch gets kind of crazy.
So there's lots of kind of mulches. I mean, there's red, there's black, there's
Yeah, we have
brown.
about 5 different colors.
And how does a bag of mulch come? What size does it come in?
The mulch is a 2 cubic foot bag, and we sell it for $3.75 a bag. Don't laugh. And my drivers hate me because we charge $10 for delivery, whether you buy 1 or 100. So people come in to buy
Wow.
mulch, and I send my drivers out with the mulch.
So I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
So let's say I have a house and I want to throw mulch out in front.
Okay.
How do I know how much mulch, how many bags I need to buy? Because I've done it a couple of times and I've always come up short.
Okay, just
That's a
buy a
great-
lot of it.
that's a great
It
question.
doesn't
Buy
go-
more than I need.
Just buy more than you
Just
need.
buy more
At
than I need.
$3.75 a bag. It's delivered to your driveway.
Good answer. It's a business answer right
Rob, can I
there.
ask you a question? Can you buy mulch by the yard?
Yes, you could buy mulch by the yard. It might be 10% cheaper. You will pay a delivery charge, but I don't recommend it. I tried doing that 10 years ago at my last house. I had 3 yards of mulch delivered into the driveway. It rained. It was a mess. It was heavy. I had to shovel it into wheelbarrows.
So hold on a second. But so if somebody just want to buy yards, because I mean, a lot of people buy like Eric mentioned for the yard, or they want to buy larger amounts of mulch. You can buy was it like a truck full or like a yard?
We don't sell it that way.
Okay, so is it? I mean, I didn't know how. Is
In
it?
theory, you could buy a truckload, but it's maybe 10-15% cheaper. Pay for the delivery, get it dropped in a mountain in your driveway.
That's a good point.
You still have to distribute it.
And you
all
still
that
got to
stuff.
drag it around the property. It's easier to
Right.
drag these bags that slide in the wheelbarrows, just drag on the grass.
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Bags are the way.
Bags of the way. And is there a more popular mulch? I mean, I personally recommend to people when they're selling their house black. I think the black mulch is the it pops
Okay.
off the color of the house usually. But
My-
is there a more
My opinion is the brown or the black look the best. We sell Scott's mulch. It is the best because it's color treated. It retains its color for the whole season, and it's bug resistant, which people don't believe. But yeah, you don't want bugs. It's a good product.
Jonathan?
Pat Pagano asked a question. I'm not 100% sure what he's referring to. He asked, any supply chain issues you see with materials?
That's actually a great question, Pat. Thank you for
I'm not sure if
asking.
he's talking about paints.
Wow.
Everything.
In general, I mean, it could be lots of things.
Yes, at the moment,
Great
we
question.
have some great suppliers, and we have very little problems. There's some areas of seasonal goods that have had some supply chains issues that we've been short a little bit in a few areas. Benjamin Moore, we buy a lot of our paint from them. We buy it heavy. We have actually about 3,000 gallons on hand. Some SKUs they're not making as quickly. They're making more popular products. But that's just, nature of the business with the raw material shortage. But we're doing
Any of
pretty
that
good.
mulch any of that mulch coming from Canada? Because it might be held up a little bit.
Oh, no, the mulch isn't coming from Canada.
By the way,
That's pretty funny.
How far out would you go for delivery of products? Because I know that.
That's a great question.
I mean, I'm in Cheshire. You're in Cheshire. I know you guys went to Cheshire. Is that because of a friend, or is that because you guys went to Cheshire? How far do you guys go out?
It depends on the sale, to be honest with you. I mean, we deliver grills all over the state.
Okay, that's good to know.
Sometimes, we might charge $30 or $40 to go
For gas.
deliver it,
If
just
it's
for my
like-
guy to send the guy out for an hour.
Right.
But the price of the grill is cheaper than anybody else.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so you guys will go the distance for mulch. You go the distance for grills. What about? Can you have paint delivered? Is that
Yes.
is that a good question?
Yes.
Or can you pick up can you go to your website or call, make a list of things you want delivered to your house? Because let's say, is that something people do, you can do for people?
Yes, ever since the pandemic started, we started a larger business selling to retails, he's selling I had a sign that said, you know what they call it, Dave.
A delivery type.
Yeah, you call, you bring out to the car,
Yeah,
we
of
bring it
course.
to their house,
Absolutely.
the people don't want to come in the
Contactless
store.
delivery?
Yeah, of course. So you're willing to do that for people if they have like a big list of items
Yeah,
that they want to put
absolutely.
together. You guys will deliver to their house.
Correct.
That's pretty amazing. That's personal service at its best. Now you guys do snow blowers also?
Yes, but you were saying about deliveries.
Yes.
Why we deliver is because a lot of people come in the store, they want to buy a ladder. The ladder's not going to fit in their car.
I never thought about that.
You know,
That's a very
so
good point.
listen, you give me $10, I'll go 2-3 towns away, bring it there after work.
That is awesome. I never thought about that. How often you go somewhere to buy like a hardware store or things you can't fit. You go to buy and you're like, oh my God, I have the wrong car with me, or I don't have a truck to put these things in.
Well, some of those items you have to. I mean, you're buying sheetrock. You're not picking that up in your car.
But do you guys sell sheetrock?
Yes, we do.
So like you could actually, am I asking dumb questions? I have no idea.
No,
because-
no.
Yeah, no, I would imagine they would
I
have
mean,
sheetrock.
so you basically can put a list together, all things, you're a contract, you can have things that are dropped off at a person's house if they're doing a job at someone's house.
Absolutely.
So contractors will call you up, so contractors out there, pay attention, make sure you have the phone numbers on the screen over there. You got a business of all these different supplies you need to have dropped off at your client's house. You call up Dave and Rob, they're gonna put the list together and have it delivered to your client's house.
That is correct.
That's
Yes.
personal service.
That's nice.
The same day or next day.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, I've never heard of that kind of thing before. I just am amazed. That's pretty amazing, man. That's awesome. All right, let's talk about one more thing before we go towards the end of the show here. Let's talk about your brother David for a minute, okay? He's in the store every day, 6 days, 7 days a week.
That is correct. Talking on 2 phones at the same time.
I mean, always with a smile. And when he's not in the store, he's running. He's like Forrest Gump over there. I see him ran this many marathons, and that's a compliment and a half. The guy's in amazing shape, and runs and runs and runs. But he's in the store every day on his feet.
It's
On
a
his
long
feet.
day.
It's a long day on his feet, and so primarily his job is to make sure all the goods are available in stock.
My brother is the floor general.
He in stock. Make sure it looks beautiful, straightened out.
He makes sure my drivers are delivering all the supplies. He's dealing with all the help, helping all the customers, pointing them in the right direction where they need to go to get help.
Will he make a set of keys if you need them?
Oh, he's making a set of keys while talking on 2 phones at the same
Is he
time.
really?
It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, you and your family are amazing people. You guys bring so much to the table for so many people in the community. I just want you all to know there are places in East Haven on Main Street. What's the address over there?
540 Main Street.
540 Main Street in East Haven, but just know they go above and beyond where you're located. So if you're thinking about any kind of home improvements, if you're a contractor out there and you've gone to the other big box stores, think about supporting local. Think about supporting a family who cares about you personally, individually, will be there for you as they have been for clients who have been coming to their business for over 90 years.
89 years.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
So when is it 90? Is
Oh,
it
not till next-
2022, 2023?
I don't know, honestly, I don't know the date, but we just changed, when the calendar changes, we go to next year.
Okay.
So remember, 2022 we just came into. Goodies is offering you 22% off your Benjamin Moore paint, which is unheard of. I'm actually surprised that Benjamin Moore hasn't called them and said,
Oh,
hey,
they're not happy.
they're not happy. But you know what? It's a nostalgic time of year where you get to do something very special. Benjamin Moore calls, hey, listen, Rob, we got to talk about something over here. And then David grabs the phone and is like, hey, listen, we're doing what we're doing, right?
Dave-
That is basically how it goes. We kind of, we do what we want to do, and
But you know what? You probably sell more Benjamin Moore paint than
we
anybody else
do,
does.
we do.
And because you keep buying it, they can't only save so much, right?
Yes, you're 100%
So
right.
Dave, what are you painting this year?
It's funny. Every year there's a project in our house. My wife loves to find projects. As a matter of fact, and when you have kids, what they do really well is they destroy the walls. They tend to. I had my daughter actually think we had washable markers. She turned into Van Gogh again. She grabbed the markers, ran to the wall, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And then I was like, "Oh my God, please let this be washable." Thank God it's washable. I had to it down and make sure your kids have washable markers, by the way, if you don't already do. But we'll probably have some kind of paint.
What's a
project
good paint
happening.
for that? Oil oil-based or?
No, no, no.
Easier to get off of oil-based paint? or
No, oil-based paint is not really available anymore.
Oh, is it really?
Not in
Okay.
Connecticut. So we have the Benjamin line of paint. Except for flat, all the products are highly scrubbable.
Okay.
Good to know. All right, everybody. We want to thank Rob Katz for not only being here today, and his brother David, who couldn't join us, who is an amazing, funny, great guy, and his father Daniel, and his uncle Mike. His uncle Mike, and am I missing somebody?
No, just the staff.
All right. So Dan, Mike, David, and Robbie, the family, and the 15 other employees, including Pam in the paint. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pam is in paint.
Pam in the
correct.
paint department, who is killing it for the last 19 years. My memory's pretty good. I mean, you've got people working for you that love you and your parents and your family, but they love coming to work. They enjoy the atmosphere. And it's a phenomenon to see these kind of things happen and to have a family business that cares so much about their people. Please visit Goodies. Let them know you saw the podcast. Let them know what a great job he did today.
If you mention Dave Lamel, I will give you a discount because I love the guy.
Wow. So if you mention Dave Lamel, all right? They say mention Dave Lamel, Team Powerhouse Real Estate?
Sure,
Mention
absolutely.
Dave Lamel, Team Powerhouse Real Estate, okay? You're going to get an extra discount on top of your discount you're already getting. That's pretty amazing. That is one of the best things I've seen on the show happen so
Be
far.
there tomorrow.
That's amazing. So please watch. Please share this podcast with your friends and family. This is going to be something that people are going to want to see and hear about. An amazing family, an amazing group of people, an amazing business. Let's go to our wheel of free. By the way, every week we give out a free tumbler, by the way. And Heather from Heather Crafts by Heather Knots by Creative Crafts by Heather, who was on the show last week, and she brought home tumbler. By the way, Rob,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You and your
Yes.
brother and your family
Yeah.
should call Heather.
Okay.
She's an amazing girl. She would
Okay, I
make
will.
beautiful goodies,
I will.
Tumblers.
We like giving stuff away.
right? And you can give them to your clients who are amazing clients of yours, and make great holiday gifts. And she's an amazing person. She's great at what she does. All
Send me
right.
your information.
I will definitely, as a matter of fact, well, it's back in the room. I'll get it for you. Jonathan, we have the wheel up. Have we
Yep.
started spinning yet?
We did it. Kimberly Tadrus. Kimberly Tadrus.
Kimberly Tadrus, thank you so much for being the winner on today's podcast. And is that by chance on YouTube? Is she from?
I'll check.
All right, we'll check it out. We'll try and get in touch with you, but if you haven't, get in touch with us. We look forward to speaking with you and getting this free tumbler to you. Thank you, everybody. Eric, great show today, my friend.
Thank you, everybody.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week
Thank you, Rob.
on the
Thank you so
PowerCast. Rob, awesome job, buddy. Thank you so much, everybody. Talk to you soon.